the Amti origins all take place in the same universe. They're a group of trolls that all speak English now, but they used to have a shared language. Now that language is based on Scandinavian and Old Norse, and that can make it difficult to pronounce. So some of the words that they use, you might not be sure how to pronounce. So since the book is coming out soon, I thought it might be a good idea to have a pronunciation video. What I'm doing is a thing I'm calling Words on Wednesday, where I teach you how to pronounce some of the words from the Trylle canon and Amti books. For this first video, I thought I would start out with the names of the tribes. So there's 5 tribes. The first tribe is Trylle. The second tribe is Canon. The third tribe is Amti. The fourth tribe is Vitra. The fifth tribe is Skoyara. Like many of the words in the series, the ones I chose today have a Scandinavian and Old Norse derivation. The words I chose today are mansklig, which is sometimes shortened to Manx. The next word has a male and feminine pronunciations. So it's marquis for men and marquesina for women. The next word is alvok. The next word is thrimavok. And the final word for today is Uganen. There are 5 kingdoms in this world, and each one has their own capital. This week, I'm going to be teaching you how to pronounce the names of the capitals. The capital of the Trylle is Fjorning. The capital of the Vitra is Onderrika. The capital of the Canon is Doldastan. The capital of the Skoyara is Storvaten. And the capital of the Amti is Fulatrask. Thank you. So far, the words I've been talking to you about have appeared in most of the series. They're kind of like universal words for the Trylle and Canon and Amti worlds. The ones I'm going over today are new to the Amti origins, and readers will be introduced to them in the Lost City. The words are Inhemsk Project, Information Styrelse, the Mimmerin Tallow, Korva, and finally, Meistera. I did want to talk about that before I did this video, was just how do I decide how to pronounce the words? You know, since most of them are, you know, made up. How do I, like I'm saying, these are how to pronounce them. But the reality is, like, there is no correct way to pronounce them, because most of them are fictionalized versions of real words or just completely made up, or, you know, so there is no wrong way. The way that I'm pronouncing them is the way that I think the main characters are, you know, so this is the way Ulu would say the words. But that doesn't mean that how you say it is right or wrong. Especially with some of the Scandinavian words, I really wanted to treat it like a bit like the way like English and Australian and Canadian and American are all the same language, but there's different pronunciations and spellings for some of the words. So anyway, with that, I'll get on to this week's words. I don't really have a theme. They're all words that'll be introduced to you. They're all new to the Amti origins. And so I guess that's the theme this week. So the first word is Sorgblama. The second word is Hexdoktor. The third word is Bloodseeder Magic. The fourth word is Pyrogen. And the fifth word is Oxspill. This week I will be talking about places. Some of the places will be brand new in the upcoming Amti origins, but some of them are ones that you may be familiar with if you've read the Trylle trilogy or the Canon Chronicles. So we'll start with the 2 words that were mentioned in the previous series. The first one is Aslina, and the second one is Iskaila. And the new ones are Marella, Ibamaragi, and finally Eftersham. This week, the words are just kind of a mixed bag of words. I don't know. So I try to come up with themes, but then sometimes it's just like, here's some words. Most of these have, like most of the words, it has Scandinavian derivation, but some of these are also Inuit and Sami. And those are the indigenous people of the Arctic regions in Canada. That's Inuit. And Scandinavia is Sami. This week's words are Lysa. The next word is Grandodden. The next word is Klampi Valeska. The next word is Valoma. And the last word is Ulakut. The first word is Dreamavoke. The second word is Trylle Horse. The third word is Overste. The fourth word is Hogdragon. And the final word is Liet Famus. Welcome to the Words on Wednesday season finale. This past season, I've done the pronunciation for the Trylle, Canon, and Amti series. And in the future, I might do pronunciations for like other books and other series I have if I feel like they're necessary. So that's why I'm calling it a season finale. But I don't know when I'll be doing another one of these Words on Wednesday series. But, I'm definitely open to it in the future. Since this is a finale, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to do the names of the pronunciation guide for all the characters. Well, not for all the characters, because there's actually a lot of characters. But I'm going to do a pronunciation guide for some of the major characters in the Trylle, Canon, and Amti series. And I also drew pictures of some of the major characters in the series. And so I'm going to, as I do a pronunciation guide, I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I've drawn. I've been working on my drawing skills for a while. I use the Procreate app on my iPad, and I do digital art, and I really enjoy it. And I've been following some like art challenges that they have floating around on the internet, and one of them was to like do a Disney princess version of yourself. And so I did that of myself, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the style of Disney. It was kind of a fun exercise for me. So then I decided to try drawing my characters in the style of Disney princesses, and I did some of them, and then I kind of just did like all the major ones. I also drew Disney-style royal portraits of each of the tribal leaders. And they're not necessarily the ones that are in power at the start of the Amti origins, if you haven't read any of the other series, but they are ones that are important to all three series. So I kind of picked like the most important royalty, not necessarily the ones that are alive or still in power. I'm also going to do the full names for all the characters that I created full names for, assuming that they aren't spoilers in some way. So I'll go left to right with all the pictures because I think that makes the most sense. Start with the three main girls. Bryn, Del, Avon of the Canon Chronicles. Ula Tulin of the Amti Origins. And Wendy Luella Dahl of the Trylle Trilogy. So now I'm going to go, I think I'll go in like chronological order. I'll start with the Trylle Trilogy characters, then the canon, and then the new ones upcoming in the Amti, and then I'll finish it off with the royal family. So, let's dive in. From the Trylle Trilogy, Finn Thomas Holmes and Loki Nicholas Stad. Also from the Trylle Trilogy, Willa Strom and Tove Lauren Kroner. From the Canon Chronicles, we have Ember Leith Holmes and Ridley Michael Dresden. Also from the Canon Chronicles, Tilda Ronetta Mahler and Constantine Ellis Black. From the Amti Origins, Panook Elliot Soriano, Alof Dumari, and Dagny Caston. And I just want to say that Alof is a troll with dwarfism. That's why his stature is shorter than the others. Also from the Amti Origins, Hannah Iris Holmes and Eliana. Also from the Amti Origins, Sumi and Jem Kruk. And now we're going to do the royal portraits. From the Trylle, Queen Alora Arafina Dahl. From the Canon, King Everett Henrik Stryn and Queen Mina Victoria string. From the Amti, King Thor Osvald Alec and Queen Bodil Freya Alec. From the Skoljara, King Mikko Rune Bielsa and Queen Linnea Lisbeth Bielsa. From the Vitra, King Oren Badvir Elsing and Queen Sarah Adrielle Elsing. So that's it. Those are the names of the main characters in the books. There's going to be more characters than that I listed, but if I read all the characters' names, it would be like reading a phone book. I kind of have a lot of characters. I mean, it's 9 books, a huge world. There's kind of a lot of characters that end up in there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the drawings. If this is something that you like and you would like to see more of it, please leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for tuning in. Even though this is the end of the season for Words on Wednesdays, I'm going to be back with more videos. I'm going to still be doing musings videos. I'm going to be talking about what that will entail, though, now that I've kind of got to the end of looking back at my series, the end of looking back at my books. But there's still more fun stuff I've got coming up. There's more books in the future. All 3 books in the Trylle trilogy and all 3 books in the Canon Chronicles are available now wherever books are sold. The first book in the Amti Origins, The Lost City, will be out July 7th, 2020. And the second book, The Morning Flower, will be out August 4th, 2020. Thank you for tuning in, and take care.